Oh my god, I had no idea this thing popped. What is up, you guys? It's your boy Zilla. Again, I told you guys, I put the Z aside just for a day. I know, don't hate me. I know I said it was just gonna be pure Z content, but I even told you guys in the last video of the Z content, or the last video of the Z, sorry, I did tell you guys that I was gonna do the one last mod for the truck, and that is what we are about to do. Well, actually, I already did it. I'm in it, but I have to do a little intro for the video because I got way ahead of myself. It'll all make sense after. Just give me a second. So again, we're gonna go, well, I did a mod to the truck. You guys are gonna see what it is in a bit. And I'll explain to you guys why exactly I did it. There's a couple of things that a lot of people were questioning because I did post it on my social media, or actually on Instagram. A lot of people were questioning why I did it, that it's not helpful, that it doesn't benefit me at all, or whatever. But again, I really don't care. I wanted, you know what? Screw this, no explanation right now. Let's get to it. Actually, before we get started, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because we're coming out with more bangers. The Z's coming back. This truck's looking better than it's ever have in the last 5 years that I've owned this truck. So I think it deserves a like and a subscribe. So do that for me. All right, y'all, so we're taking a little break from the Z. No, I'm not putting it aside. We're still moving along, but I decided to not end the video right away. I know we still got to go with K-Fresh to get those stickers designed. And anyways, let's move forward. I had this project in mind for the K1500, something I've been wanting to do to it for a while already, and I've been seeing it going around on Instagram, YouTube, and I think it's becoming a trend, maybe if you want to call it that. But I've always wanted to do the proper exhaust setup for the K1500. I had it going from the 3-inch outlet from the headers. It turned into a 2.5. That's exactly how I got the truck. That same piping, I used it. It was 2.5 to an X pipe, to 2 Black Widow neighbor haters, and then straight back to 3-inch piping from the Black Widow all the way back to 3 inches, 3-inch piping all the way to the back. So I was able to get my hands on a Carnage double D equalizer piping, so we can make this truck sound like a Corvette, or not make it sound like a Corvette, but have an equal length exhaust. So now we're doing from a 3-inch outlet from the headers all the way to 3-inch mid pipes. We got the loop in there, 3-inch loop. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about right now. And then eliminated the X pipe down to the 3-inch Black Widow neighbor haters, and then we're just doing dumps. I don't want anything going back, anything going to the back. I do like how it sounds currently, but I want to switch it up a little bit. I've been having this truck now for 5 years. No, actually more, close to 6-7 years now, and I think it's time that we switched it up a little bit. So let's go ahead and squeeze on over here, because I hate recording people when they're working. I don't know if they're okay with that, but it's a shop that we've been working with, or I've been working with for a long time. B&K Mufflers here in East LA, borderline Montebello. So if you guys ever need anything, talk to the guy Fabian. He'll hook you guys up. Does amazing work. That's exactly why I always come over here. Price is reasonable, so for those of you guys on a budget, I'm sure he'll be willing to work with you guys. But let me show you guys the old setup that we have here. So X pipe, Black Widows, 3-inch piping all the way to the back. This was tacky, it was ugly, it didn't flow nice at all. So it sounded good, but the flow of it was just horrible, all these curves and all this other stuff. But now we got this stuff going on. Don't kill me on the belt. I already know. I already know. Yes, sir. Yes, we did it. Yes, in fact, we did. So before we get home, I gotta get some revs for you guys because this thing sounds amazing. Oh my God, I had no idea this thing popped. What the hell? Holy crap. Oh, hell yeah. All right, so here we are at the pad. I gotta show you guys exactly what we did. I'm gonna see if I can show you guys, but there's a pipe right there that looks like a loop. That loop, so we can do what's called an equal length setup or exhaust, whatever you want to call it, exhaust piping, whatever. It's pretty much, since the passenger side on these trucks runs straight out of the header, pretty much just literally a straight pipe all the way till about right here where you would find your muffler. If you have dumps, then you would just dump it there, or if you have tailpipes all the way to the rear or to the side, then obviously you would have a resonator somewhere over here, muffler, and then piping, right? So the whole point of this is, since on that side of the truck, sorry, I have a mess in the back of the truck, but since we have a gas tank on this side, which is over here in this section, it's impossible to run the piping from the header straight back either to the axle, pretty much dumping it, or to the back. You would have a 90-degree elbow somewhere around right here, since the gas tank's about here. So you would have a 90-degree angle piping that would stretch out to the passenger side. It'll meet over there, and then you would get it coming out either to this side or to the back. That's what gives these trucks that unique truck sound, right? It's more of a rasp, I want to say. Even if you do resonators, you can eliminate that rasp, but it still has that unique sound. Now, the point of the loop is to add piping to where it's the same amount of piping that the driver's side has to the passenger side, meaning it's an equal length exhaust. That's how these Corvettes, Camaros, G8s, CTSVs, Super Sports, any sedan or any Camaro, Nova gets that unique sound with the dual equal length exhaust. That's how they get that American chop. So that's what we did to this truck, and we gave it that unique sound. Now, mind you, I'm still missing an X pipe somewhere around on this side, but since I wanted dumps, I really couldn't add an X pipe. It would have been too much of a hassle, and it would look too complicated. I just wanted a simple setup where I could just do 3-inch out of the header to the loop. Then my Black Widows, my neighbor haters, I have 3-inch neighbor haters, and then literally out to the side right there. that is how we gave this truck that unique sound. So can you get any performance out of this? Possibly. I wouldn't really know because I didn't baseline the truck, which would have been a good idea. And then on top of that, I mean, I haven't really put it on a dyno. I mean, that's another thing that might be interesting to see, this truck on the dyno. I do have a flex fuel sensor that I did get, so maybe somewhere down the road we can install that with the new heads that I got for the truck. Yes, a lot more parts for this truck than the Z. But anyways, that's exactly what we did to this truck. Just add a little loop. The loop is from Carnage. Yeah, I think it's Carnage. It's the DD equalizer. I don't know what it stands for, but it's DD equalizer. And yeah, that's literally all we did to the truck to make it sound completely different. I'll put a little sound clip here. So you guys can see the difference when it had the exhaust all the way to the back. Mind you, that setup had 2.5-inch piping to the 3-inch mufflers and then 3-inch out the back. Sounded good, I'm not gonna lie, but this sounds so much better. But anyways, you guys, let me get inside because we gotta clear coat these bad boys right here. Yeah, these have seen better days. But let's get inside and we'll talk more about this exhaust setup. Now, before we head inside, I do want to give Areola Graphics a huge shout out for the stickers, the front banner, and then I also got to put my Instagram name right here. I got to clean all this up though. And then on top of that, he actually gave a great idea for the truck, a little decal that would make this truck stand out a little bit more than it really originally does. But that'll be for a later date. Now let's get inside so I can clear coat these headlights. Before we even continue, I want to show you guys a before. This is a more severe one that was all scratched up. Hopefully this one pulls through, but if it doesn't, then I think we might have to go a different route and get some aftermarket headlights that are already sanded down by 3 types of grits. I had to go really aggressive, which you can tell kind of messed up, but then we went with a lot thinner. So let's see, hopefully this one comes through. It's already prepped. I already cleaned the hell out of it with alcohol wipes, so there's no room for excuses of why it shouldn't look that, you know, like at 80%. So well, y'all, before we call it a night, there is the finished product on the headlights. This is the one that was a little bit scratched up. Can't even see it actually. The scratch marks, which is not that bad, way better than before. So that means tomorrow we can go ahead and install the headlights. If you guys are wondering what happened with this car, we had a radiator leak. It was really bad actually. Happened out of nowhere. Got it all installed. This is the Audi TT, the daily, all-wheel drive, turbo. See, a lot of people are sleeping on these cars actually, not gonna lie. Granted, all the parts for these cars are super expensive if you want to modify them. They don't have the best looks, but hey, turbo car, turbo 4-cylinder, all-wheel drive, hey, and it's 6-speed manual transmission. Dude, you can't get any better than this. It's the same frame style as the GTIs, but I believe these are a little lighter. So for a while I was thinking about building this car, but I don't know, I have way too much on my plate right now for me to even decide, hey, let's go ahead and start building this car. So one thing I am gonna do is get these wheels repaired. I have a lot of curb rash, repaired and repowder coated. These are AMEs. If you guys don't know what these are, do your research. They had a collab with Inky, same design as the RPF ones. Actually, these are a lot lighter. These are 18 by 9.5 squared setup. I forgot the offset, but yeah, a lot of people don't know about these wheels, and they're super light. I honestly have to say they're lighter than the RPF ones that I have in the Z, which are also 18 by 9.5 in the front. The rears I have 10.5s, but it's literally the exact same wheel, not gonna lie. But for some reason these are lighter, and apparently
the reviews say they're a lot stronger than the RPF ones, but I mean, I don't know. I don't really track this car at all, so it's literally just a daily. I am gonna clean the car up before we even install any of this stuff on, like covers and all this other stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on here behind the scenes. Got to get the daily back up and running because we're gonna have 2 cars down in the next month. We're gonna have the Z coming into the shop, and then we're gonna have the red truck, the OBS, in for the diff and the heads as well, so stay tuned for that. Before we end the video, you guys, I want to give you guys a sneak peek on what's coming to the shop. We have about 4.5 months to get this project in and out of the shop and on a trailer to a specific fest that's coming up. If you know exactly what I'm talking about, keep it to yourself. If you don't know what I'm talking about, do your research. I gave you guys a hint. 4.5 months, approximately 4.5 months. I want you guys to guess in the comments below what it might be, what this project is. Once I introduce the project, it might be in the next video, honestly. Once I introduce this vehicle to the channel, it's gonna be up to you guys to decide whether we do a certain platform of power. It'll be up to you guys to decide. So I'm gonna show you guys a box. I won't show you guys much what it is. It might not even be a hint, but I'll show you guys a box. I want you guys to tell me what you guys think this is. So I opened up the bag. I already know what it is in here, but let me see if I can give you guys a hint. I don't want to show you guys the Addy. I don't want you all sending me weird stuff. Aha! Alright. Flip your cameras upside, or flip your phones upside down to figure out what that is. That's 15 gallon. 15 gallons of what exactly? That's for you guys to find out. And whatever's in that bag. Honestly, it's pretty easy. If you don't know what it is, it's a square box. 15 gallon square box. Yeah. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think it is. Well, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys also enjoyed this mod for the OBS. We're still not done with the OBS. We're not even halfway done with OBS. I got a lot of stuff to do. Got a lot of stuff to do to the Z, and we're gonna stick to the Z. I told you guys, we're gonna stick to the Z. That's my mission. Stick to the Z. Z content coming 2026, all the way until the car dies out again. But again, you guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet. Damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about